Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true nerd, and welcome back to Stellaris, the absolutely impossible run, where last time we began our brand new adventure as the Peacebond Research Collective, expanding our empire and trying to figure out what our place in the galaxy looks like. Unfortunately, yes, it turns out that place is right next door to Julianus Vatinius, or as our people refer to him, a repulsive orc. So, okay. In some ways, you know, this is nice. It's good to see one of our old friends. This is one of our own previous empires. But on the other hand, you do have to keep in mind, Julianus Vatinius is heading up a militaristic empire, and is currently openly hostile to us. Okay, it's possible the moment we learn each other's language, the first words out of this man's mouth are going to be, right, time for a cocking war. And that means my priorities just completely cocking shifted, because up to now, we've just been, expanding and working on the economy, etc, etc. We've now got to get our empire onto a war footing, in a cocking hurry. But maybe, not for the reason you're expecting. I'm not building more ships because I plan to attack Julianus Vatinius, or in fact, to engage him in war at all. In fact, quite the cocking opposite. I'm going to build ships because I want to maintain peace. Funny old thing about other empires in Stellaris, if they detect weakness, there's a good chance they're going to attack, so the best way we can dissuade this guy from attacking us is being roughly as strong as him. Step 1, fleet power, and right now, yes, my ships are very glowy, very snazzy, this is the machine set, I love it, but yes, this is all very, very basic stuff right here. So, straight away, let's, start doing a few other bits and pieces here. Basic combat rolls, that would not hurt. And neither would improved armor, so right, just move everything over to researching military tanks. And, speaking of which, hang on, back on the capital, if we start digging up our colleges, there's a good chance we'll pick up some military tanks out of them. So just do that twice in a row, right now. Meanwhile, for the time being, yes, by the looks of it, our basic corvettes cost 100 alloys each. We do at least have, a decent amount of alloys spare for the minute. So spend half of that immediately, just reinforcing the fleet a bit. I'm not going to spend all of it because, yes, there's one other thing we could do as well. And that, of course, is the starbase. Weird thing about the early game in Stellaris, which is, when you're very early on, starbases can represent a really bloody difficult barrier, especially with a few defense platforms around them. So, even with all the advantages that Julianus Vatinius is getting, a strong starbase, backed up with some defense platforms and a decent-sized fleet, might be able to hold him here. We do also have, someone down south, but right now we don't have enough cocky diplomats to speak to everyone at once, so, okay, hang on. The Gimel aliens, they're definitely, investor. So that's definitely Julianus Vatinius. And I'm pretty sure the reason there's multiple signals around here is, to replicate the Roman Empire, when we, ported Julianus Vatinius over to the current game of Stellaris, I did give him the origin where you start as, the leader of a federation to represent the Roman Empire. So, okay. As long as we're researching the Gimel aliens, that's fine. Diplomat number 2, you start chatting to these guys down south to figure out what's going on down there, at least bare minimum, till we can figure out whether they're actively hostile or not. Okay, get time ticking along, that will do for now. Hopefully at least, because, this guy literally can't cocking declare war on us until one of us figures out the other's language. Oh, and you know what? That is a good point. Right, I hate doing this because, if you've started a tree, you ought to cocking and finish it, but... okay. As nice as this is, sooner or later, we were going to want supremacy. Because, yes, that's, the fleet combat one. And I really feel like, we might want to consider doing precisely that. Not least as, adopting that gets me naval capacity, which is great, and... literally the military build-up agenda. Oh, I hate this, by the way. I really don't like having, two traditions at the same time. That just feels wrong because it's inefficient and means I'm not getting ascension perks as fast as possible. And okay, I don't really want to, go into military build-up because honestly, for the next, quite a few years, it's just ship build speed up by 10% and claim influence costs down. But I'm not claiming. Okay, no claiming. I don't want to take anything off Julianus Vatinius. I just want him to leave us alone. Oh, and hello, sexy. We've run into Vleur. Vleur's great, by the way. He's just like, you know, a big old ball of something who wanders through space causing storms. And if you don't cause trouble with him, he doesn't cause trouble with you. It's fine. So, okay, he's down over here in the Klender system. That is, yes. Right now, okay. That's 100% owned by these guys. Now, I would love to own this system, because this is a really, really nice productive system right here. So, okay. Maybe get, like, you know, one construction ship running down in this direction, though right now we are desperately low on influence. Okay, we've completed off-world trading, and not particularly useful, but yes, as I say, on occasion we're not going to get good options for sociology, so fleet command limit plus 20, that's not bad, including... Right, good edict for, yes, the fleets. Keep on with that, let's just, you know, dedicate everything right now to the fleet. I just want, you know, a huge amount of fleet-related technology. Speaking of which, come on, dig, dig, dig. There might be some good stuff going on in there, and, ooh, that is true, actually. I'd forgotten about this. Minor relics. I'm sitting on a big old pile of them, and more are going to be coming in as I dig up the archaeologists, so I can convert this into a lot of good stuff. On my home planet, I could put them in a museum. That's going to, you know, give me a lot of cocking unity, and celebrate diversity. It would also gain me Xenophile ethics attraction, and yeah, a good amount of unity up front. So we're going to do that. That's great. And on our home planet, yeah, bureaucrat output plus 20%. Marvelous. And we've also discovered a secret bunker computer. So, okay, it's been there for thousands of years, just ticking away. We could either scrap it, terrible idea. 10% bonus engineering for 10 years. Pretty good, or big old pile of, yes, unity. Engineering research, that's got to be the right bet. So, right, plug the bunker bot into our computers or something. Keep on keeping on. This is all going to stack up sooner or later, probably. Ah, you see, look at this. We've dug up an archaeology, which is brilliant, and that gets me new research option, afterburners. Meaning if I'm looking at this and thinking, you know what, I'm not sure that's that bloody useful, put in afterburners. In 4 months, we re-roll the dice. Brilliant. And we need that to catch up with Julianus Vatinius. And there we go. Done. Brilliant. Meaning space torpedoes. Interesting. We've also got, yeah, maybe basic strikecraft and... okay. Fun thing about Strikecraft, ever since they, yes, rebalanced space combat in Stellaris, which is, yes, carriers and hangars and tiny attack craft are now really bloody good at dealing with corvettes. And there's a good chance that's all Julianus Vatinius is going to have. Okay, get it done. My star bases could benefit from that. And speaking of my star bases, right, you have now evolved into the next step, though we don't have the ability to make you a star holder for the time being. Okay. The best option for now is probably just, yeah, put double gun battery on you. That's good. Then, yeah, what's going to be the best thing we can do? Honestly, increasing, yeah, weapon range is probably not terrible, so target uplink computer, we'll put that in play. And then, yeah, we could start building defense platforms. Like, I know they're expensive, but this is the one system we need to hold. And perfect timing, just as these guys arrive in, yes, Wexilia, lovely name there, like that. Right, lock that down, sorry, we need one more flipping, yes, alloy for that, and... okay. These guys have just sort of gone a bit quiet on us. Possibly isolationists, I'll take that, if they just want to be left alone, good. And okay, the next archaeology's done, but on this occasion, right, not military technology, instead, assembly patterns. Though I'll tell you what though, that's planetary build speed at 25%. That's so good, I would like it. But am I willing to accept maybe losing carrier operations, because that might not come back out again later, though... yes I am, because seriously, just the technology you almost get out of the archaeologies, that's so nice. There we go, it's just immediately done, and now we build everything faster, marvellous. And in the meantime, right, start work on supremacy, so a ship fire rate up 10%, that is never gonna hurt, and Okay, I don't need damage versus my opponent's star bases. I need my own star bases to be reinforced, which... John. If that's the case, why didn't you take, flipping unyielding? The thing that gives you bonuses to your defense. So, okay, well... Never mind. Sooner or later, we're going to need supremacy. It's all fine, presumably. Just take the 10% fire rate. That's still really good. And you know what? Julianus Vatinius' hostility is actually working in our favour. Because they appear to be actively slowing down first contact. So, okay. That is actually kind of good news. Now, we could attempt to do some hacking, but that might annoy him even more. No. Do not annoy him even more. I'm aware, by the way, I could just stop trying to make contact with this guy, but yeah. I want to know what the cock is going on inside his empire. Because right now we know nothing about him, or his tiny empire, or anything. The moment we actually, make contact, we can at least start trying to figure out what his deal is. And gosh darn it, down south are right. We were too slow to get to this system. So they got this really good system, which is a shame. So okay. This is now a border system. Time to, yes, reinforce that. Though, yeah, this is the point of the game where alloys start becoming a real bloody problem, because I want to build more ships. And I also want to reinforce this border. And I also want to expand to building more star bases and whatnot, and I need cooking alloys for all of the above. And here we go, it's cocky go time! The Gimel are in fact, who would have thunk it, the Pax Romana. And yes, because we did first contact, we get a pile of influence, which yes, we can use to expand, so that's another reason to actually bother doing the first contact. Right, you're not Julianus Vatinius, you're his Secretary of State or something, so, right. Fanatical authoritarian, militarist, and I am fanatical egalitarian and have no ships. I feel like they're going to see us as, a target. Gotcha. Though, for the time being, he's sounding pretty chill. Let's just, be super happy and friendly and not cause trouble for each other. And okay, working for these guys, we've got some weird, floating gas fungi creatures, fascinating, who are xenophiles, that's good. Me and them can be friends, that's lovely. Finally, okay, super awesome crystal dragon creatures, I love it, who are xenophile and pacifist. Now that's potentially good. I can make friends with these guys. They don't seem like, anywhere near as warlike as the Romans. And when you've got, that Federation origin, yeah, the people who work for you, they share one and only one of your ethics. And neither of them picked up militarism. So their fleet might not be as strong as the Roman fleets. And even better, okay, I was thinking this might be the case because yes, the ships in Hythrum didn't look like the Roman ships I remembered. Vesta, the leaders of this coalition, they don't fucking have a border with us. We're bordering these guys, who are super chill and our relationship is moving in the right direction. The Romans are currently suspicious and also belligerent. So okay. I feel like, yes, we should definitely make them chill out, because you're in charge of this entire federation. So, yeah, send Ember Cinder over in that direction to just help boost our relationship a bit. Okay, if Rome is not got a border with me, there's a good chance they want to expand in this direction. And just like alloys are in short supply, influence is in short supply too. If these guys want to expand into empty space, they've got to be spending influence to do it. Meaning, they've not got that much influence they can use to lay claims on us. Because, yeah, you can't just go in, shoot something, and then take it as yours. You've got to, lay claims, and then enforce aforementioned claims. So, yeah. Even if they do attack us, there is a very good possibility we could just straight up say, hey, we surrender. I might need to give them a tiny bit of territory. I'd rather not, but it's a possibility. And yeah, if it comes to it, I suspect we couldn't win the war in either case. And on top of that, right, over here in our lovely border system, almost 2,000 strength in this here, yeah, station and defense platforms. Good. Good. That might be enough to, scare off Julianus Vatinius. So, the question is he maybe willing to leave the borders open. So I'm going to try and send in a science vessel, basically to spy on him. Now, he doesn't like me, so he may well... Never mind, he's immediately closed the border. However, his friends haven't closed the borders, so what I'm going to do instead is, see if I can get right up close to him, because by the looks of it, I could get here and then probably spy into his territory from his own cocking vassals. Okay, I'm also just going to give Julianus Vatinius and his magnificent moustache a tiny bit of energy credits, just as, you know, a gift. Just so he knows me and him are chill. But yeah, I'm hoping... Oh, hang on. He just cocking reopened the borders. Okay, well that was a very good 150 credits to spend. I was not expecting that at all. He's just ticked over to protective. Good, 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 good. This is like, you know, a weird thing that just sometimes happens and sometimes doesn't in Stellaris. Some people look at their weak neighbours and say, hey, that's free real estate. Other people look at their weak neighbours and say, oh my goodness, don't worry, I'll take care of you. And he's just ticked over to protective, which means immediately we could get an embassy in play. Good. Good, 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 good. That just means our friendly diplomats are going to be, you know, much, much better at improving our relationships, etc., etc. Oh, and here's nice. We've done some first contact, and we've just picked up the rare tech of xenolinguistics. So, influence, and on top of that, renowned leaders. Like, you know, really super special mega aliens that can sit in your council, and 100% I'll be having that, thank you. I'm feeling like, yeah, now we're pretty chill. I'm happy to stand down my fleet and send it back home. And meanwhile, let's have a look, see what you've got here. So, okay, so they could 100% just crush us if they wanted to. Like, I was so proud of my 2,000 strong station, but no, that's complete cocky garbage apparently. His regular fleets could defeat us pretty bloody easily. His, yes, Federation fleet could also defeat us. Together, we would not stand a chance. I really thought we weren't going to be that far behind militarily, but okay, we're a long way behind militarily. And it would also be safer to, yeah, take a bit of land round here, because if I only have this one system here, yeah, there's a good chance eventually someone might just mosey on through and claim one of these systems, and then, yeah, I've not got these guys contained. I want them not expanding in this direction, alright? You guys just expand over that direction. Run into someone else, go to war with them, leave me the cock out of it. Okay, and Wexelia Station is done as well, so I'm gonna say, yeah. Let's just, you know, build some more gun batteries, reinforce this entire area. And bloody hell, there is a fourth cocking archaeological dig site right here. Still, this one by the looks of it is, yes, pretty bloody simple. Wreckage of an archaic spaceship, so... right, as soon as we're done scanning around this area, though, actually, you know what, hang on. Looking at this, we've got these systems. This loops up here. It's possible this is like, you know, a private space for me, though. Hang on, this might go somewhere. Right. We may want to look into, actually, yes. That's quite a high priority. You, don't worry about that just for the moment, actually. Get over here and figure out whether this goes anywhere, because if this is all like, you know, a closed-off circuit, if we lock down this system, then we basically got this bit of space reserved for us. Okay, traditions are available, and now, yes. Do I need to keep panicking and tossing stuff at supremacy? Yeah, I think I'm okay moving back to prosperity. So, cheaper buildings, cheaper districts, and build them faster. That's really nice. Alternatively, resources up would be great. Upkeep down is fantastic. These are just, you know, not particularly exciting or sexy upgrades, but prosperity is just a good, solid tradition tree. You know what? Do it. Let's have things built faster and cheaper, because when you think about it really, every improvement that you make to your economy in this game ultimately boils down to having to build things. You're building things all the time. If I'm building things 50% faster than my neighbour, then in 10 years, I'm going to have 50% more buildings. Except, no, I'm not. I'm going to have way more than 50% more buildings, because I'm going to get into a virtuous cycle way earlier than him. So, yeah, build speed is, again, not sexy, but really important. Okay, and stuff might be about to get busier, because we've got something else new going on here. Hang on. Okay, I feel like that's a long way away. Is this really that relevant to us? Okay, I figured out why that's relevant to us. It's because they've got flipping planets down right here. Right, okay. Colonization is occurring right here. This here might be a border, like a third border, because I think, yeah, this is going towards the Fallen Empire. You, sir, must be up top somewhere. Okay, immediately lock down this system and all the surrounding systems, okay? I want to have this bit of space for me. Though, yeah, whatever's going on over here, never mind. That's a dead end. That goes around here. Okay, we don't need to rush into this bit of space. I'm pretty certain that's completely a dead end. So, okay, this belongs to me. And if we look down this can belong to me too. I'll tell you what I will do, though, right now, which is hang about. We'll get to that in just a second. Yes, I want to see what's going on in this bit of the world, to see what's my priority. So, once you're done scanning there, literally just start exploring. Meanwhile, okay, we've got some mysterious text we can translate. We'll get to that later. So, okay, let's talk about, you know, one of my big next things, which is, no, I'm not panicking about the Romans. Admittedly, I should probably be panicking about, you know, these guys down here and these guys up here, because I don't know what's going on with them. They might be absolute dicks. Yeah, I need to expand to a second world, and, okay, here's the thing. At some point, Welcome's going to become an ecumenopolis, which is basically meaning, yes, it's going to be very good at producing various bits and pieces. It will be an amazing forge world. It will have many people on it. It can produce a large amount of energy, because it will generate trade. Trade is energy. Energy is good. But what it can't do is mine. We're going to have to demolish every single one of these mines. That means to feed my eventual ecumenopolis, I need a mining world. And right now I'm just not seeing many great options. Like, so many of these worlds are tiny and, yeah, lacking in mining districts a bit. So yeah, before I make my decision one way or the other, just send my lovely science ship round this area. Hopefully there might be, you know, a big planet with a dry weather and plenty of mining capacity. Oh, and here's exciting. We've, yes, got our first person who's reached level 4, meaning they get a lovely veteran rank. Meaning, yes, at this point, you can start really specialising them in a particular direction. Though because we're in a democracy, yes, this can be a bit weird. Because, you know, someone could be a scientist on a science ship one day, then be the president the next day, then, in a decade, they're back to being on the science ship. So, yeah. He's president for now, but that's not necessarily going to always be the case, is it? Instead, I'd say, when your term of office ends, my friend, you could get on, potentially, with doing the archaeology. After all, that's something you're pretty good at, so, okay. Okay. This could be interesting. I'm gonna make you a scholar for, yes, even more archaeology excavation speed. And on top of that, anomaly research speed. This guy, his term of office is probably going to come to an end in about a year's time. We're due for an election in 2220. If he loses, I'm just going to start sending him around in a science ship, and he can start mopping up all of these lovely anomalies and whatnot. Okay, and we're learning about the Romans here, so this is very good news as far as I'm concerned. Like, right now, their military is overwhelming compared to ours, but their tech is equivalent. Their economy is equivalent. That is amazing. That means I'm keeping up with the AI. To be keeping up with, yes, absolutely impossible AI, with every advantage, every cheat, every bonus resource these guys get, I'm going to call that a huge win. On top of that, yes, he's at war with somebody who's not me. This is very good news, because if he's busy with someone else over here, that means he's not busy with me. Meanwhile, down south, right, as I was expecting, these guys are not really wanting to chat, but they're isolationist, not hostile. That's really good news. They just want to be left alone. And here we go. Remarkable Individuals is done, so yes, we can now maybe pick up a really good special Paragon leader, and okay, these guys could be amazing, or possibly they could be completely cooking irrelevant to me. So, you know, cross your fingers. Meanwhile, out on the wing, there's a Gaia world, but it's called Pristine Jewels. So, right, that's one of the fallen empires. Do not touch. And as I expected, okay. It's time for a flipping election. So, okay, at the moment, yeah. There's a decent chance Canyon-Caster would... Oh, hang on. No, Canyon-Caster's not the current leader. He's, like, you know, out on a science ship. So, yeah. Rune Original, who is currently the president, he's probably going to lose. I'm just going to let that play out, and yes, hope that's how it does indeed turn out. And yeah, we've now got ourselves a bit of a reinforced spot over here, and... Okay, we also just found pirate treasure. Good, 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 good. Oh, and meanwhile in the council, this one I've been waiting for. So, right, evolving society, our unity is about to be, you know, boosted by 40 %. Brilliant. So, okay, we've now got a lot more options available to us. So, expanding the council would not be terrible. Favoured society is, yeah, just specialist pop output up. That's scientists, that's my metal workers, that's everything. So, that's really bloody useful. Okay, what else could we maybe want? What's progressive growth? So, right, that is, yes, mechanical pop assembly speed. Not bad, but not my favourite thing in the world either. This could be a good moment to expand the council. I think that's precisely what we should do. Let's unlock, yeah, this slot over here. And speaking of the government, sorry, I completely missed that we've got a new president now. So, right, it's Canyon-Caster, who's kind of a terrible president, actually, because, okay. You're literally doing nothing aside from, yes, increasing the chance of Voidcraft showing up, and also increasing the research speed for Voidcraft. That's literally all you're contributing to the Empire. Good, 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 good. Well done. Still, that does mean we could do precisely what I was saying, which is, Rune Original, now your term is over, get in the cocking science ship, buddy. It's time for you to do some digging and, okay, bloody hell. Why are all the planets around here so cocking tiny? Oh, hang on. Many bad things just happened at once. So, right, over on the wing, there's a hostile fleet. It's the automated dreadnought. Right, Leviathans exist. You got it. Okay, stay out of this system for the time being. We are not ready to deal with the automated dreadnought just yet. And, bloody hell, there's 2 planets of a really good size that are precisely the right habitability for me to move in on. Right there. But they're being guarded by the cocking automated dreadnoughts. Still, cocking, finally, we can speak to these bastards down here, so... Right, xenophobic isolationist, so okay. Incredibly xenophobic, but also pacifist. I am fine with that. We could just ignore each other. The problem is, they do have, yes, the ability to conduct an ideology war on us right now, if they wanted to. That's somewhat concerning, actually, because, okay, they're xenophobic and they're a bit pacifist, but they're not that pacifist. Like, possibly, yeah, the amount they hate us might be more than the amount they like peace. And yeah, that could be a problem, because if they decide to do that and I can't stop them, ideology wars literally shift my ideology. So they could force me to be, yeah, a tiny bit xenophobic or a tiny bit pacifist. And neither would be good, to be honest. Oh, and here's nice. We've got the Tiyanki Spacewell home system inside our empire. Or, like, you know, nearby to it. That's lovely. Okay, so remember how I said earlier, don't worry, we don't need to panic, we don't need to be bulking up the fleet anymore. So, okay, I've changed my mind. I'm going to put another 1,000 alloys into, you know, doubling the size of the fleet. Because, I don't know what these guys are planning. Plain and simple, yeah, just because they're never going to let me have an embassy or anything because they're so xenophobic and isolationist and whatnot. We simply can't learn anything about them aside from subterfuge, and I really don't want to be wasting one of my diplomats doing that. Especially as apparently these guys up top are hostile, so right. Possibly, okay, the fleet might need to immediately return to the new north of the Empire, which, by the way, is very profitable. There's some nice systems around here, but also... Okay, hang on. Wait, what's going on with this planet over here? Oh, hang on, there might be a new planet around here, because, yeah, This is the one I was thinking about previously. Savannah World, a pretty bloody small all things considered, but this planet's also weird and wobbly. Oh, hang on, wait. I know what this is. Tiny lizard people on a desert world. This is the, what is it? The Prickatiti guys. The guys who basically, okay, if they get out of this shield, they go to, right, repair the cocking shield right now. Seriously, just, you know, make sure they don't get out, because if these guys get out, they could be, trouble. And on this difficulty, they will just kill me. They're like, you know, determined to murder people, whatever that empire's called precisely. There we go. We've now fixed the shield. They're going to die within a century. That's good, because otherwise they would have killed me. And just to add to the cocking hilarity, there's another cocking archaeological dig site. So, okay, I get it, game. I understand what you're trying to tell me here. Alright, you want this guy who's good at archaeological dig sites to do an archaeological dig site. Fair enough. He's allowed to... No, he's not allowed to do that because, John, you don't own this planet yet. And on top of that... Okay. This world is tiny, but I need to stop being fussy. The world's pretty decent in terms of habitability, and I can get a decent number of mines down. It'll do as a starting point. Okay, it's finally cocky time. Begin building a colony ship. And also make my jobs more productive because, yeah, we could do with a, you know, a handful more everything, actually. And speaking of which, right, up north we now know what's going on and... right. Xenophobes, but egalitarian xenophobes. So, we might, just might, be able to do something with these guys. Hang on. Suspicious and moving in the right direction, and they do not like the Pax Romana. Alright, send the fleet up north. I'm just going to leave it on this border for now. You guys are the ones who are worrying me the most for the minute. Ooh, and here's a tricky one. Our head of research is now, yes, level 4. So, obviously he's not going to be an explorer or a scholar. He could either be an analyst, so yeah, then he's boosting his science on the planet he's also managing by 10%, not bad at all. Or a statistician, 5% research speed. I think research speed is more valuable than just research as an amount, so yeah, I'm gonna take that one. I think that's probably for the better. Okay, I'm concerned our diplomat isn't doing a good job up with the Larchaks, given... Apparently, yes, they can taste our stink, you vile tin can. Okay, that's really not okay to say, you stupid mushroom bastards. Still, bare minimum, they literally right now do not have the ability to declare war on us, so until they start claiming our systems, we're fine. And here we go. Very late in the game, but you know, we've had other things to worry about. It's time to actually get down our first cocky planet, and... Kazon Prime. No. I'm not sure, like, you know, this deserves a prime in its name. Welcome to Mining Outpost 01. Okay, so, some refugees are fleeing from the Pax Romana just arrived on Welcome. I mean... Okay, I appreciate, you know, the name of the planet is Welcome. And, like, you are welcome, that's true, but I should stress to you... We don't have food. I need to buy some food. Hang on. We need to literally... Oh, I can't buy food. Because we don't produce that, so it doesn't show up in the market, so... Oh, well, this is embarrassing. Oh, never cocking mind. The Churka lithoids. That's fine. Lithoids don't need food either, so... Okay. Me and you, we understand each other, buddy. Oh, and here we go. Expand the council, meaning now we've got brand new positions available. The positions being a function of, yes, the civics you've taken in your society. So, because I'm a technocracy, yeah, we could give ourselves a senior science director, making my scientists nice and cheap to maintain. Not bad at all. Alternatively, Speaker of Parliament. So, yeah, he can get the speed of agendas up by up to 30%. Both of those are pretty good, actually. I like both of them. I will take Speaker of Parliament first. So, yeah. You need someone to do that job, and hang on. It could be Mace Helix, but he's already got a job, to be honest. So, never mind, this job's more important. Right, Mace Helix, you go do that job. Minister of State. Cocking awful job. In fact, you know what? I might just reorganise the council right now for the sake of, yes, changing this job out to, yes, Senior Science Director. Then again, I was just saying I do need my neighbours to, you know, not murder me and whatnot. Okay, I will take Specialist Pop Output. That's good. Brilliant. And all of you are terrible. You've got nothing but charisma. That's, yeah, Edict Fund. Though, ooh. Speaking of which, John, you're sitting on so much Edict Fund you're not using, including cocking research subsidies. John, turn on research subsidies. The entire point is you need science. And for you, sir, Captain Archaeological dig sites, I think it might finally be time to... Okay, hang on. Hang on. Something just struck me. John, you've got the cocking and moon bump archaeological dig site in your empire. Now, this is a bit of a funny one, because, yes, it produces a pretty random reward, but one of the rewards could be a piece of technology. A piece of technology that would be kinda huge for me, actually. So, right. You, sir, get digging. Oh, and hello, sexy. I recognise that symbol. That means someone's come to say hello. So, right. We've got a renowned Paragon. And okay, this is pretty much precisely what we wanted to see. You are a scientist. Okay. Thanks to her AI assistant, if she is, yes, a governor, that's 10% bonus to all science. She gets Spark of Genius, which is pretty good. And yes, she's got a special destiny trait, Driven Educator. If she's on the council, that's a bonus 25% leader experience gain. Okay, now that's good. Like, I'm willing to overlook the fact that her last lab blew up. This is Gorky, he's adorable, I built him myself, he helps me with everything. So, he makes sure she gets to her meetings, eats, drinks and sleeps, you know, when I get passionate about something, I just swoosh and lose all track of time. So, right. Zosira and Gorky, you are very much welcome to the Empire. Okay, so, change of planner here, which is obviously if she's here, I want her to be on the flipping council, but literally the only job she's allowed to have... yes, is head of research. She can't have any of these jobs, so... right, change of plans, lads. We are reorganising the council right now. Okay, it's literally like a week since she arrived, and apparently now, you know, it's an election day, and she's the favourite to win. She just cocking won. This random woman showed up, and we immediately elected her president. I love our society. Our society's great. So, having welcomed an organic into our society, then immediately celebrated the fact by making her our queen, how about we call it a part there? But next time... okay. I wish I knew what was going to happen, but yes, I feel like our position may be somewhat precarious. Now, the Pax Romana, we're chill with. Alright, we're friendly, we're building up trust, etc, etc. But down south, I simply don't know what these guys are or aren't going to do. And up north, these mushrooms cooking hate me. So I feel like, yes, the only answer is going to be science. We need to double down on our science, start expanding in a hurry, and significantly ramping up the growth of our empire, because I feel like, you know, as we approach our second and then maybe third ascension perk, okay, at that point, our empire might be ready to start going a bit bananas. So hopefully you join me for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Stellaris. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
This is the face of death, okay? This is what my sudden death looks like. Do not engage before we arrive. Do not engage. What are you doing? I specifically said don't. Oh, no.
No, John.
Oh, he likes that. The Romans touched me.